I've made jokes for years. It's if you want me to be really successful, activate my small child, my inner small child, where I say, "You're not the boss of me. You can't make me." It's almost like a defiant child not making their bed or not eating their greens at dinner time. And obviously, like we mature on from that for most things, but I guess in this one we're choosing to stay back with that immature mindset of, well, you're not the boss of me. You can't make me. What's the next stage of development then? Where should we be aiming for?
Or should we be aiming for? Well, I suppose it's going to be different for
Hmm.
every person, right? Like what you're aiming for is going to be different than what I'm aiming for. But I think at the end of the day, if we cut through all the little stuff, the ultimate aiming point, we typically define the aiming point with like an outcome, with a goal, like, oh, I want to hit this amount of pounds on a squat. I want to do this, I want to do that. But what about the process and the journey to get there?
Hmm.
Because that is what it will take to get to that point. how do I how do I try to explain this where I think I can articulate it in the way that I want to articulate it? We get so wrapped up in that outcome, the goal orientation, the achieving, the accomplishment, and we lose sight on the actual act
Hmm.
to get there. And if we lose sight of the act to get there because we're so focused on the thing, the accomplishment, we'll never actually get there, because you don't get there through inaction, you get there
Hmm.
through
Yep.
action. So we have to be focused on the action and the process and the journey, and like the whole quote, well, life is about the journey, not the destination. Like that's a lot of what that means, is like the focus on the process, the action, what you are contributing, what are you putting into the system, not what are you getting out of it. And whether that be in lifting or in life, you look at a lot of people that have the most enjoyable experiences, they're not focused on what they're getting out of it. They're focused on what they're putting
Yeah.
into it. And like from a training perspective, I know I feel the best in my training when I'm focused on what I'm putting into it rather than what I'm getting out of it. And I know that when I focus on what I'm putting into it, man, I get a shit ton out of it. Not just in terms of progress and gains, but just the experience and all the different things that come from it. Like I learned so many different skills from pushing through that discomfort and the sweat and the heartache and the blood and the sweat and the tears and all that stuff. Like you get so much more from it focused on that effort.
I think the word that you keep on that you're sort of circling around a fair bit is autotelic. Yeah.
Autotelic. I'm
So
unfamiliar with
that's
that word.
so doing something for the sake of doing something that's in and of itself that's just a good thing to do. That
Mm,
we can
gotcha.
we can train so that we get a result, or we can train to train. And like what you said, like focusing on the quality of our attention, the ability to focus, all those sort of things. You're right. Like I think half the time, just I'll put in terms of the bench press, just bench pressing is fun. Like you go, why are you bench pressing? You go, well, have you ever tried it? It's really cool. Have you ever tried it with more weight on the bar? It's even cooler. So that just that perpetuating cycle of, yeah, I'm just doing it because doing it in and of itself is a good thing to do. Kind of like something like showing kindness or charity to someone. Like you don't do it so that they're instantly better. You're showing kindness because kindness just in and of itself is a great thing to do.